Hi, and welcome back to episode number 17 on the Kindred server. Hello there. As you can see, I'm in a slightly different place to where I am normally. I'm back at my original base at the heading on road to the slime farm, so let's go on that way. And the reason why I'm coming over this way is because in one of Christ Warrior's early videos he mentioned about the fact that there was nowhere to be able to view the slime farm. So I made this slime farm viewing area down here for him, which is just basically using the old tunnel through to the slime farm, and you can see down into the slime farm to make sure it's all working. And then if you want to, you can then drop down into this ladder section here, trundle down, and then you've got the actual area there where the slimes are dying, and then you can also open this up. Ooh. Go in here, kill them all. So, and that all works nicely. Okay, so that was one thing I did for him a little while ago, but I also decided that I needed them to have a way of actually viewing the main farm, the triple farm. So what we've done, as you notice here, I've now changed this sign to say slime farm viewing room. It used to be this slime farm AFK room, and as we come around the corner here, you see it all looks a little bit different. Come through into here, and you can actually see all the different platforms of the slime farm going down a few levels, and there so you can actually sort of see, sometimes you actually see the slimes actually dropping down into the farm. And then what I've also done here is I've put a glass floor and then a glass top to the farm there. You can just about see some slimes there, so you can actually see them dying down there. And one thing I have found is that with the 1.8 mechanics, slimes can now swim against the currents, so drowning mechanisms like this one here don't really work as well as they used to, because the slimes can just swim against it and swim out of it. So what I've done, if we drop down into this area here, my little maintenance shaft, you can actually see there you go, see the slimes bouncing around in there. You can see they're not really troubled too much by the water. They can swim around and they can swim back out of it again. It's not actually drowning them the way it should do. It drowns a few of them, but not as many as it should. So what I've done down here is I've opened up this wall here. Oh, there it is, working nicely. I've opened up this wall here, replaced the floor with glass so you can actually see it working. And then we've also got this door at the end which holds the water back and allows us just to step into here and kill some of these slimes, just making the whole process a little bit faster. It also helps with my looting 3 sword. I'm actually getting a few more slime balls than we do normally. Sometimes the door does open and shut on its own, and that's because of the pressure plates above keeping the water at bay. If I just come up into here, make sure there's no big slimes, no, it's all safe. Okay, so we're just in here now. Yeah, so we've got these pressure plates here that hold the water back, and unfortunately, if a slime comes along and stands on one of these pressure plates, it then activates the door. Not too much of a problem, because they then tend to come off it again quite quickly, so it's not too much of a bother. But it does mean the door keeps on opening and shutting like that, which is really annoying. Okay, so is all of them cleared out? Yeah, that's not all of them cleared out. Okay, I need to see a mesh clip. Some of the slime coming. Close that again. Right, let's head on out of here. The slimes still go on the same route, so they still go around underground, through here around to the collection area, where they then come up, go along and drop into here. This see works quite nicely. Oh, and it looks like we know about enough for another block of slimes, which is cool. So there we go. Lovely. Okay, I can go and restock my shop. What's happened is recently somebody's almost bought out my slime shop completely, so I've been coming here and working away on this for a little while now, just beginning to get that restocked. And that's all coming nicely. Oh, I can hear a zombie somewhere. Definitely heard a zombie then. Must be around here somewhere. Oh well. Right, so I'm just going to head on into spawn area. Let's see what's going on. Go and restock my shop. Okay, so here we are in spawn. Just heading on over to the shop. Jump 2 boost becoming very helpful. And that's another block. Yes, there was 6 gold, diamonds in there, and I've probably taken the last sort of 6 of the slime blocks, so I've been slowly refilling them, getting them back to where they should be, getting the shop stock back up again. Okay, I'll see you again in a minute. Hi, I'm on my way through to Mr. Peeper's base, and that's because a couple of episodes ago Mr. Peepers reminded me that he pranked me when I first joined the server. Him and Mr. Byrne pranked me, and I haven't actually got him back for it yet. And he reminded me of that, so I felt now's a good time to do that. He's just been online and just told me he's off to go and watch a film, so I know I've got at least a couple of hours free time on the server without him. Plenty of time for me to do some work. So, what I do is standing here, this is Mr. Peepers' secret entrance, and there is a button just over there, so if we aim and shoot, okay, or not in that case, try again, there we go, opens it up, drop down into there. Nice safe little drop, and then when the arrow despawns I'll then close back up again. And I think this looks a little bit too safe for my liking, so what I was considering doing is using these 3 items here. I think you can probably have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to be doing. So just move these all down, there we go. So I'm just going to give Mr. Peepers a little bit of a fright as he comes down from the through the water drop, or through the drop there. Obviously the water that's already in place here will put out any accidents that may happen, shall we say. And obviously just to make things that much more awkward for him to tidy up, I'm going to use obsidian, as it's a nice difficult block for him to break. Okay, so this should be a nice quick little prank here. We then use the sign up. There, just saying. And whilst we're making use of this sign as well, so if we put some lines in here, like that, and then we say something like we need something along the lines of don't jump. There we go. Okay, let's just check to make sure that's going to hold. Yeah, that'd be fine. It's not going anywhere. Got my bucket here just to catch it, just in case it does start coming through. Nope, that looks safe. Okay, that should hold him. Now I do know that Mr. Peepers does like his fire resistance armour, so he should be quite safe. And just to test that, I actually have fire protection armour and everything on me as well. So what we'll do, if I can remember how to get out of here, I think it's around this way. There we go. Okay, where's the... Oops! That's going to kind of give away. Right, okay. We're going to have a little bit of a rethink. Okay, so if I just find where that button is. And then we need to use my bucket. Get rid of it. We might have to just do a little bit of a rethink here. Maybe just line the whole of this area with obsidian. Just to make sure. Because we don't really want to wreck his base, do we? That's not the idea of a prank. Right, that one can't be. That has to be junglewood. So, put that one not that way up there. That one has to be junglewood. But this one, this one, this one. On there can be obsidian. On there can be obsidian. If I can pick it back up again. And that's it, there it is. Ouch. Okay, so what we'll do, I'll replace all of those. What have I just done? Did I just knock out a bit of redstone? Ah, no, I think I know what it is. It's bud powder, isn't it? Let's pop that back. Just check that. Okay, thought it was bud powder. Go up into there. Okay. Let's get back out of here again. Where do we land? Oop. Okay, so where's the piston? There's the piston there, isn't it? So why is that no longer working? Ah, that's why, because I was on the wrong side. Yeah, there we go, there should be a bit of redstone in there. Where's that gone? There it is. Oh man. Here we go again. Oop. Ooh, that was clever. Didn't manage to get that high. Right. Did I actually pick the return up? I did. Woohoo. Right. Okay, so in theory, that should be replaced with obsidian. With rubber star on top. Ouch. So the lava's going to go there. And I want basically everywhere around it to be obsidian. So that it can't transmit the heat upwards. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to go back to my base again and pick up some more obsidian, because we're going to run out. Okay, so I'll cut back again once I've got some more obsidian and done a bit more preparation work. See you in a bit. Okay, welcome back. I've done a bit of work here at the Mr. Peeper's base, and you can see it's all now nicely filled in. Okay, so if we go again with the arrow. Why my computer's lagging a little bit whilst I'm recording? Right, there we go. So it opens it up, the lava's in there, but nothing's been caused like here. Now let's just quickly test it. Drop down, catch a light, and then you immediately get put out again. So it's quite a slow drop through. It's enough to scare him, but not enough to do any real damage to him. I think that should be quite cool. Okay, now next I need, so he's going to come down there. He's pointing that way, which means they need a sign just here. Mr. Peeper's Hot Drop by Mr. D. Hobbs. With a smiley face. Okay, and that's the prank done. I think that should go down quite well. Just have another quick test before I finish up here, because I really don't want to leave his base if there's any danger of it catching light. So much wood around here. The last thing we want is any errant fires. But no, that all looks nice and safe. If anything was going to have caught light, it would have done by now, I would have thought. But what I might do is I might just hang around here just for another few minutes, just to make sure everything all stays safe before I leave it. But I think that's about it for this video. Well, for this section of the video, should I say. Okay, I'll be back with you again in a few seconds. Right, I'm still here at Mr. Peeper's base. As you can see, I had to make another alteration to the dropper here. Unfortunately, even though the lava appeared to have stopped setting a light to the the wood above. It was, after a while, it did start to catch light, which obviously isn't a very good idea in a wooden base in the middle of a jungle. So what I've had to do is I've had to lower the lava down one block, which as you see is there, which then meant that the player was then trapped inside where the water is, because there was no way of getting out without breaking some of the lava, and then some of the obsidian, and then the lava would fall down on you, so that wasn't going to work either. So I then had to adjust this here, so that what happens is as you fall down you then get pushed out, and then you can then jump out from either side of these, because obviously at this point here you can't actually walk out at all. Anyway, so that's all now sorted out, and it appears safe. So we'll do just make one last check up on the surface just to make sure it's not setting light. I mean, it's now one complete block further down from this wood here, so it should, he says, fingers crossed, be quite safe. But what I'll do again is I'll have another hang around for another 5 minutes just to make sure none of this catches the light before we leave. Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, now there's actually a second person that I wanted to prank today, but unfortunately that person's actually on the server at the moment, so I've just asked them what everybody's up to today to try and see if he's actually at his base or not, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to prank him if he's still there. So I'm now just waiting for a response just to see if he's actually at his base. So we might have to hold fire on the second prank, but I'll come back to you. Okay, I'm now at somebody's base, just doing the second prank. He's just quickly logged off, so I thought I'd take the opportunity whilst he's not here to see if I can quickly fill up his base with some cobwebs. And the reason for the prank will become clear in a minute once I've done all this. Oh, and trap myself, which isn't very clever. Oh, come on. Make sure I get every single space. It's making it very difficult to move around in here. Oh, dear, right. There's 2 stacks of cobwebs so far. Let's see if I can get any more. Anything there, there, there. Nothing there. Okay, I think it looks like just about all of them. Okay, let's see if I can just fill up all these as well. We'll do is put a quick note just down here for him. Seedware. Here you are making a cobweb shop. Here are some donations. Mr. Hobbs. Right, so far we got. That way, just in case he comes back, at least he'll be able to see that. And hopefully know what I'm doing here. Okay, so I'll just carry on filling this all in. Miss any of the spaces. Oh, this one doesn't know. making it even more difficult for me to get a wall around. This wasn't a clever idea, was it? Oh, come on. Oh, that's it. There we go. Yeah, I think we're almost done. I don't think there's many more spaces I could put them. Oh, I'll actually make it so you can read the signs. Let's just put a few in here as well. I'll be quite some mad around these sides. Just make sure I get it all done before he comes back on the server. Working in here. Oh, CW, I'm ready where you could get into your base. Right, here we go. Whoop. Okay, that's them all done. Right, now I just need to get out of here without breaking something. Oh, can't go that way. I think we're going to have to be cool to be kind. There, and then replace on the way out. There we go. Lovely. Okay, now I wonder if I just need one final sign. P.S. I think you might need a house cleaner. There we go. That's prank number 2 done. Lovely. See you again soon. Well, that's the end of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and as this is the last episode of 2014, I'd like to wish you all a happy new year and a very prosperous 2015, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!